Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Demi, and have we got a day for you? If you are returning to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. My little gods and goddesses, you are more than welcome anytime. And if you are brand new to my channel, then welcome. Bring it on. Come in, like, subscribe, share. We've got loads of brand new content coming every single week. And I'm really excited to share it with you. So welcome everybody, one and all. So today, what are we going to discuss today? Well, only a few days ago we had the big announcement that RuPaul's Drag Race is coming to the UK on October the 3rd. I've got some things to say about it. We're going to meet the queens today. I'm going to tell you what I know about them, where I think they will be in the competition, how they will do in the competition, how they look. We're also going to do a little bit of a thing where we do a judgment on what they're wearing in the actual promo video. But we'll come to that later on, because first things first, we do have a few things to discuss. I have a few things to discuss. Now, in my videos, just so you know, they aren't, they're not produced, they're not sponsored, nothing like that. So anything that I say to you is between you and me. Just between us girls. We're going to talk frankly. If I've got anything to say, I will say it. This isn't a channel for anything negative. It's not a channel to throw any hate at any other queens or anything like that. So if I say anything, it's just my opinion on things, and you can help me out as well. Because if I say something you don't like, or something you do like, or if you have a view on it, then down below, just make sure you send me a message. I will reply to every single one of them. So first things first that we need to get out the way is that the other day I did notice when the whole promo thing was released, that some people had a few opinions on the inclusivity of the girls in the show. Yes, you are correct. It is generally white cis males. However, that doesn't mean to say that it will always be white cis males, because there are faux kings out there, bio queens, legends in the UK that may or may not be on the programme. So between you and me, I think boycotting it so early is the wrong way to go. We need to remember that drag at this point is not in every family house and on every TV. So as far as I'm concerned, any promotion is good promotion. So if we start boycotting early, the chances are they will cut it, there won't be a season 2, and then potentially we won't have the bio queens and the, you know, the drag kings, etc. on the show. So we need to be careful, and we need to support it from the very start. That's kind of all I have to say on the matter. I know I have seen a few shady bits going around about the girls that have been chosen. But I mean, in fairness, you never know. There may have been some bio queens and kings that have put their, you know, their thoughts forward and their audition tapes and just not been chosen. These are the 10 girls that will be entering the workroom on October the 3rd, that are the epitome of drag in the UK. So we're going to go, in a little second, we're going to go through them all. I'm going to tell you their names, I'm going to show you a little few pictures up here, and my thoughts and feelings on it. So stay right there. We're going to get ourselves ready to have a little bit of a session. I'll be right back. So, what are we going to be talking about today? Well, of course, we need to talk about the 10 queens that will be entering the workroom for the first time in RuPaul's Drag Race history in the UK on October the 3rd. We're also going to be having a look at them as people and what they've done previously, some of their outfits and makeup choices for their promotion videos, in something that I like to call a bless or mess. House of God, are we going to bless it or is it a mess? We'll find out later. We also want to have a look at the judges, the guest judges, the runway, the workroom, because all of those are brand new for this. And yeah, we're going to have a little delve in and see what we think. Now, don't forget as well, if I say anything that you don't like or anything that you think is perfect or just slightly off, then you're more than welcome to comment down below on your thoughts and your feelings on the girls and everything that we're about to talk about. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back in just 2 seconds. Okay, so we have our very first queen to walk through the door. Now, there's been some controversy about this queen. I'm just going to say the word politics. but it's not my bag. I'm not going to jump in on that. And speaking of bag, the first queen is Bag of Chips. Yes, indeed. Bag of Chips is all the way from London. Her real boy name is Leo, and she is 29 years old. We're going to come back to Bagger later on because we have a few things that we need to say. But I have only good things to say about Bag of Chips. I think she is a phenomenally talented queen. She's, I think, slightly bin bag drag, but she is Comedy Central. She is common as muck. She gives no Fs, and she has no apologies for anybody about what she says. So, yes, number one, Bag of Chips from London. So, queen number two, yes indeed, is a Blue Hydrangea. Now, she is a phenomenal artist. She's also called Joshua. She's 23 and she's from Belfast. Conceptual art has blue all over it, from the wig to the shoes to the earrings to the bag. It has a story. It is well thought out. She may be younger, but she is well put together, and I tell you what, a real front runner for me. Just personal preference, a real front runner for me. So that's queen number two, Blue Hydrangea. Okay, moving on then to queen number three. Queen number three is Cheryl Hole, which actually isn't anything to do with Cher at all. It's Cheryl Cole, her idol. I absolutely love Luke. He is very, very talented when it comes to lip sync, when it comes to dancing, even makeup, and it comes to body. Honestly, Cheryl is one to watch as well. I think she's going to be one that slays at the competition if it comes to any lip sync. If she ends up lip syncing for life, damn, that girl has got it. She's 25, she's from Essex. She's also a queen that I know a lot about. I know a lot of girls that have worked on the scene with her. I think she is very humble. She comes across really nicely. And yeah, I think she's also got a lot to give. So watch out for Ms. Cheryl Hole. Alrighty then. So queen number four is Crystal. No second name, just Crystal. Crystal is called Colin. She's from London and she's one of the older queens in the show this year. She's 34. She's still younger than me, but it's fine, taking it. I don't really know much about Crystal, to be honest. I haven't really heard much about her on the scene. I know that she's a very edgy queen. She is into circus performance. She's very much an artist in that respect. I'm really looking forward to this one as well. I think if I was going to liken this queen to any, it would probably be Milk from RuPaul's Drag Race US edition. So yeah, I'm intrigued by this one. I'm intrigued about the choices that she makes with costume and hair, and I think she'll be one to intrigue the audience. So yeah, let's see. Is Crystal your favourite gem? Is she a gemstone for you? We'll find out. Now this one I'm excited for. This is queen number 5, and it is of course the one and only Davina De Campo. Yes indeed. I think she will be in the final. I'm just going to put it out there right now. Davina's name is Owen. She's 35 and she's from Yorkshire. But what I also know about Davina De Campo is that she was on The Voice. She was on the 5th season of The Voice UK, and she was also on All Together Now as a judge. I think it was, they're in the audience, they're making their judgments, they're choosing whether they go through, so she was on that as well. Now, Davina is very old school, Hollywood glamour, big makeup, big lips, big hair, you know, rhinestones, crystals all over the place. She's the one that really is the epitome of like old school drag, I think, when it comes to the players who are going to be on the screen. I think she is, yeah, the kind of representative of drag, as drag is, and everything to do with drag. I'm excited for her, and I really do think there's 3 that I think will be in the final, or I hope will be in the final, and she is definitely one of them. So yes, get ready for Davina de Campo. Queen number 6. Oh, we're getting there, we're getting to the end. Queen number 6 is Gothy Kendall. Gothy Kendall is from Leicester. As far as I'm aware, she's 22, so I think she's another one of the youngest queens to be in the contest. I know a lot about Gothy Kendall. She is one fierce, fishy, mother-tucking kid. She might be young, but she has the House of Kendall, so she has her own girls. They are all stick thin. I like me some curves, but I do like these skinny, fishy, beautiful things. Out of drag, all of the boys in the House of Kendall are stunning. I'm really excited for this one just because if I had to liken this queen to any other queen, it's very Violet Chachki-esque, very cinched, very fishy, very tall. I'm really excited, yeah. I think this one's another one that will actually be not what you think they are until they get on the screen. Do you know what I mean? Because you never really know what people's, inner workings are like until there's a camera in their face. You don't know if they're eloquent, you don't know if they can speak on camera, you don't know if they can, act, sing, dance, lip sync. Until they really get on there, the only people who really know what they're capable of is the producers. So, yeah, I'm excited for Gothy. I think, his name's Sam, by the way. I think Sam Gothy will do really well. I hope he does really well. I hope he gets as far as I think he might get in the competition. Again, he's a very fishy queen. And there aren't actually as many fishy queens as I actually thought there were going to be on the episode, on the promo, as there are. So, yeah, he's one to look out for. So, yes, Gothy Kendall. We'll see him soon. Queen number 7 is an interesting one for many, many reasons. RuPaul's Drag Race have decided this year, and I want to say it's probably the first time ever in history, to put in a bedroom queen. Now, what that loosely means is that they don't have much experience and they've either been doing drag in the house or amongst their friends. They're not like a professional queen, if you will. Like, I don't mean that, that's not me being derogative, that's just me meaning that they haven't been doing gigs in clubs for years and years and years. Do you know what I mean? So, yes, Scaredy Cat, and I believe the youngest as well at 19. I think the youngest at 19, from Wiltshire. I don't really know much about him. I've had to have like a tiny bit of a dig. Bisexual, apparently. Has a girlfriend, but does drag at the same time, which, rock on. If you want to do drag and you want to do the women, then you knock yourself out. But yeah, I'm intrigued by it. I don't really know how it's going to work. I don't know whether they've done it as a motivation to have somebody to kick out first, or whether she may be absolutely phenomenal. From what I've seen, it's very much anime, kittens, fluffy, bunny-ness. From what she's wearing, so I'm just going to put that one out there and say let's be open-minded. So yes, Scaredy Cat, I'm ready for you. So we're coming to the end. We've got Queen number 8, the legendary, from what I know, Something Wrong. That's Bo. Bo comes all the way from Birmingham and is 30. She's been hosting events for a long time in and around Birmingham. My daughter, Lord, knows Something from way back when. This queen works, she works, and she works a lot. She's had many competitions of finding new talent for Birmingham scene. She's an advocate as well for the LGBTQ community. So, and she's also a comedian. And she's funny. She is funny. Chinese or Japanese? Chinese. I think she's Chinese. I'm going to go with Chinese anyway, so correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I think she will stir up some stuff in that workroom. I genuinely do think she's going to be the one to go in and go, okay, you ready for me? Because I'm ready for you. So yeah, I'm really excited. Contestant number 8, the incredible Something Wrong. Let's see. I think she's a contender, bitch. She is a contender. Okay, Queen number 9, the one and only Miss Vinegar Strokes. I have got no idea what that name is about, but I dig it. So Vinegar Strokes, as far as I'm aware, I don't really know much about Vinegar apart from the fact that she's from London. She's the second oldest queen with Davina De Campo at 35. Yeah, I mean, I've had a look. Like I said, I don't really know much about Vinegar, if I'm honest, and that's, you know, I don't want to sound mean. I'm not being mean. I just don't really know anything about her and couldn't really find loads of information either. So I'm just going to leave that one there. I hope she's incredible. I like her makeup ish. Not shade. No shade. No shade. But yeah, come on, Vinegar. Bring it on, Vinegar Tits. The very last queen, and I've kept this one until the end because not only stunning and talented, she's also the UK Drag Race ambassador. It is the one and only, the Vivienne! Yes! I'm dead excited for the Vivienne, actually, and if she's not in the final, I will be devastated and very mixed about why not, because as the ambassador, she's obviously got a leg up on the competition in a way. I think she obviously had a way in just from that. Not saying that she didn't have to audition, I'm sure everybody had to audition. But yeah, James is 27. I am from Liverpool. He's from Liverpool. I don't do accents, by the way, so that was terrible. James is from Liverpool, the Vivienne. Amazing live singer. Great performer. I think he himself says that he is not particularly a dancer, but I mean, when you've got all the other skill sets, he's funny, he's personable. Makeup is by far the best, I think, out of all of the queens on the show. Again, just my opinion, no shade thrown at any of the other girls. But yeah, I think the Vivienne, as far as I'm concerned, will be in the final, hands down. And if not, my hands will be up. But yeah, no, I'm really excited. I think a really great choice of queens, a really good mix. And yeah, I think the Vivienne is going to stir up maybe a little bit, because she does not hold back, honey. She does not hold back from what she wants to say. If she's got a problem, she's got a problem with you, or she doesn't like what is happening around her, you best believe that that bitch is going to come for you. So, girls, you better watch out, because the Vivienne is in the house, honey. Okay, so let's get right into it, because obviously with the new Drag Race season, especially now it's in the UK, we have new judges, we have new guest judges, we have new staging, new backstage, and of course our shiny, gorgeous 10 new queens. From what I've seen on the promotion so far, from what I've heard from the queens, the workroom is incredible, it's completely different. It has Mama Ru's face plastered all over the walls. The staging for the front, for the runway, is sleek and black and gorgeous, and brand new lights and a new judging table. Now, there's a few things that we need to talk about. One, what I've noticed, and especially on the promotion that I've seen, and I genuinely, and I really hope it isn't set like this for the entirety of the season, the British humour that the Americans so dearly love doesn't always go, it kind of goes over their heads, you know, and I don't really get some of the American humour either. Those who have watched Family Guy and American Dad, like some of the jokes, I'm like, bitch, what? So I had noticed that obviously in the promotion at the beginning, the RuPaul and Michelle Visage are doing the whole, oh, shall we have a cup of tea, darling? And where is the queen and all this? Now, that will get really fucking old for me. Like, watching that whole thing. If that's going to be every single episode, I'm just going to put it out there right now, that will get really old for all of you and for me. So I'm genuinely hoping that that doesn't happen. But speaking of judges, we have shiny new judges. Of course, we have Michelle Visage, who is a staple to RuPaul's Drag Race. We also have RuPaul herself, the legendary queen. I also think, from what I've heard as well, that we have Alan Carr as a main judge as well. And we have Graham Norton, who are both hilarious in their own rights. Absolutely hilarious, and I genuinely feel like they will actually have things to say. They'll have opinions on it. Of course, they're both massive homosexuals, so they will have insight into drag and into the world of drag. Not to say that straight people do not, but I do think that they will have something to say, and I do think as well that they need that funny man, sort of Ross Matthews type vibe going on as well. So yeah, I think they will both bring that. We've got some guest judges as well. Every week there will be a new guest judge. I think we've got people like Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones, Jerry Halliwell, Horner from the Spice Girls, Jade Thirlwall, who's from Little Mix, she's on there as well, Andrew Garfield, Michaela Cole, Cheryl Cole, Twiggy, Lorraine Kelly, Stacey Dooley. And then also on that as well, obviously we will have challenges set for the girls to do. And we also have brand new choreographer and a brand new vocal coach. So I've heard that Mnek will be appearing as vocal coach to the Queens, while Curtis and AJ Pritchard will feature as the two main choreographers on any of the challenges. Now, I don't know about you, but I am super excited. I think knowing that there are choreographers and knowing that there's vocal coaches means that there are challenges, which means the Queens may have to dance together and sing together and lip sync together, which means comedy. I don't know, I'm just really genuinely excited to see what all of the different challenges are. I'm sure you are as well, because obviously with it being Drag Race UK, you can't have the same things that the races had in the US. The humour's different, so I imagine from what I've heard as well, some of the challenges will be 60s orientated, it will be Queen Victoria orientated and palace themed. It'll be something to do with the weather. I think there's a wet runway where they have to wear different costumes that are wet inspired. I don't know about you, but I'm wet thinking about it. I'm so excited. So yeah, there's loads of stuff that's going to be going on that I think will show the UK's versatility as opposed to the American version of RuPaul's Drag Race. So let's get ourselves ready. Okie dokie, it's now time for my favourite thing to do in life, which is to look at other queens and judge them fiercely. Yes, we're going to look at what the queens wore for the promotion. We're going to see the costume. It will be coming up here, blah, 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 in a game that we're going to play called Bless or Mess. Okay, so we're going to start with, we're not going to do this in the same order that we did the queens in, because I'm looking at this picture and they're in different order. So we're going to start from the very top with one of my faves, the gorgeous Miss Davina De Campo. Now, if I know anything about Davina, she never disappoints in the fact that she will always wear something long with a slit up the front. It will have feathers or it will have a boa. She'll always have big hair, generally red, and shitloads of jewels. And for the promo, she did not disappoint in full realness. She is there. Look at that. I mean, seriously. Drag queen epitome and drag queen 101. Put it in the box, seal it up, send it away. So for me, the makeup's always on point, it's always big, it's always drag queen-esque. She is stunning. In person, she's stunning. She spends a lot of time and effort on making herself look like a drag queen, which is what we are all doing. So for me, for this look, for Davina De Campo, for it being a 101 in the box drag queen look, I'm gonna bless it. She's blessed. I bless you, Davina De Campo. Okay, so contestant number 2, the one and only bag of chips. Look at it. Look at it. Okay, so I have a few thoughts. I mean, obviously, this is the first time anyone in the US or around the UK, if they don't already know you, is going to see you. I don't know if this is the best choice for her. Now, I get the reference, I understand the reference between Cruella de Vil and 101 Dalmatians. It was set in London. I totally get it. The whole spotty, you know, Dalmatian coat and the big hat and the half and half hair. The makeup does not really work for me. Sorry, Bagger. I mean, I've seen you look stunning before now. This looks really basic and really quickly thrown on. The hair looks a bit matted and a bit worn. I don't know. I don't want to be mean about it. However, I like the concept of it. I don't really like the execution, if you know what I mean. So with that being said, God love you, Bagger, but this is definitely a mess. This is a boo. This is a mess. I'm sorry. I love you. Alrighty then, let's delve into number 3. Here she is. It's the stunning and edgy Crystal. Now, I kind of dig this. Like, it is different, it is out there, it is pink, which of course, Jana is one of my favourite colours. It's a pastel pink. I love the edginess of the hair. I love the shoe. I think it could have been cinched a little bit more around the waist potentially and just kind of brought in a little bit, but I love the matching gloves. The makeup is different, but it's well executed. It's cute. I love the bottom lash thing. I haven't worn bottom lashes for a long time, but I mean, it's still relevant. I dig it. Like, I really like it. I love that kind of like French chopped bob with a fringe. It's edgy, it's different. And like I said, I love a lace-up shoe with pastel pink. Yeah, I actually like it. Like, I think it's cool. Yeah, it's edgy, it's cool. And for you, Crystal, I just have to bless you, child. Bless you. You are blessed. Right, moving on to one of my faves, the good old Vivienne. Here she is in her glory. Now, if you say anything about Vivienne, I know that she will pretty much generally have some kind of catsuit attire on. Like, she lives for a long dress or a catsuit, something cinched, something Cher-esque. Oh, I'm Cher, bitch. She is incredible at impersonations, and she lip syncs and sounds like the exact character that she portrays. With this costume, I like it. It's a staple. It's silver, it's blue, it's black, it has a matching shoe, it's fitted in all the right places. I love the wig. I think it's very Christina Aguilera, sort of Moulin Rouge type. What do you call that? Where it's like crimpy, isn't it? It's like big, bouffanty, crimpy. You cannot fault this bitch's makeup. You cannot fault her face. Again, it's blue, it's sultry, eyebrows are on point, lips are on point. She's statuesque, she's got a great figure. Yeah, I could not bless this. There's nothing about it that I don't really like. So, Vivienne, bless you. Bless you. Right, well, moving on to this next queen. We've spoken about her in detail. It's the one and only Miss Cheryl Hall. Yes, indeed. Here she is in her green fantasy. Now, I like it. I love the actual... I'm zooming in on my phone, so don't judge. But I love the green of it. I love that it's green. I love that it's rhinestoned to death and jeweled to death. I wish it was just a little bit higher, like up towards the hips, just to show off a little bit more leg. I also don't like it with the black boot. I think you could have done anything with that black boot to just tie in a little bit of green, because you haven't tied in the black boot or anything to do with that into the hair or the makeup, so it just looks a bit odd that it's all green, black boot. However, what I will say is I will stand for you, because we queens, especially of a certain size foot, cannot just go out to Primark or just go out to the random local, you know, Clark's and buy a stiletto heel in a size 11. So, I get it, there's not many options when it comes to the shoe. However, bitch, you know you're going to be on the programme and you know you're wearing green. So what do? You get your friends who make clothes to get you a little garment that goes around the top of it just to tie it in, or even a green heel or something. Makeup's great. Like the makeup, love the wig, I love how it's styled, it's very Webster's wigs. Plonk on, yeah. I mean, I love the top half, I love the catsuit. I need more, like, especially from the opening for you representing, you know, our house in the UK, the palace, if you will. If you're going to represent us, then I need you to tie it in. No shade, but I need you to tie it in. Tie that boot in with the top, alright? So for me, and only because of that, because I actually really like, and I really dig the green thing, only because of that, I'm going to mess. It's a mess, girl. It's a mess. Tie it in, bring it tighter. Blue Hydrangea. Right, okay, so I mentioned earlier, she is a conceptual artist. Everything has been thought out way before she's even put it anywhere near her body. She has everything locked down, tied down. The wig is exactly the same colour as her glove, and the gloves match the shoe, and the shoes match the hat, and that is my favourite thing. I dig that more than anything else. I've got OCD, and I swear to God, you come to me and everything's matching and it's thought out. Snaps for you. So as you can see, Blue Hydrangea. So I love it. There are bits that, you know, I wouldn't do for me. Like it's chaps with a matching kind of, I don't know, what would you call that? Like an off-the-shoulder cuff? Like a shoulder cuff with sleeves? So, I mean, I love the colour combo. So we've got orange into like a pale pastel sea blue type thing. Again, as I said before, the hair is the same colour, which, by the way, the hair is so fierce. The hair matches the gloves, that matches the top, that matches the shoes, that matches the detailing up the side of the chaps. I love the belt on it. Honestly, like, there is thought out, and there is thought out, and this is motherfucking thought out. Like, she knows what she's doing. She's got it on lockdown. She's younger, but sometimes the younger queens know how fashion works and they get it. So for me, like, there's nothing higher than a bless, apart from she's fucking blessed. She's fucking blessed. I love this. This is so far my hands down favourite. So Blue Hydrangea, behind you, girl. This is ace. Scaredy Cat is up next. Here she is. I love, like, I have to give her props, because for somebody who doesn't have a wealth of experience, she's done some homework. Like, she really has. You know, and she also said in her promo video that this is what her student loan has gone on. And I get it. Like, I totally get it. Do I love it? No. Do I hate it? No. It's a very run-of-the-mill, start-out fashion for a drag queen. What I will say is very Harajuku, very Barbie girl, very Kitty girl, Hello Kitty, that kind of thing. It's all pink. It's got bows everywhere. She's got the big chunky rhinestone boot. The hair is cute. Like, I like the hair. I love pink hair anyway. You've probably seen some of my pictures on Instagram. I love pink hair. I stand for pink hair. There's another bow in the hair. The makeup is well, I mean, she's got makeup on. Should we just leave it there? She's got makeup on. I don't mind it. It's not my favourite. It's just very misdirectional. Like, it's very mismatched. There's like a flower in between the eyebrows. There's bows. There's a fur coat. Like, there's just a lot. There's a lot to look at. And if you know anything about me, I like details, but I like them to be like refined and, you know, enjoyable, and I like to be able to see little bits as we go through, and I want to make it sexy and cute. This is a bit much for me. Like I said, I don't detest it. I'm just not really bothered either way. So yeah, sorry honey, you may be a new queen, but you ain't getting the blessed tonight. No, not today. So yeah, unfortunately this is a mess. Sorry kitty girl. So we've got Vinegar Strokes, here she is. The shoes are nice. Okay, so this is my... fuck. So we have a half and half dress. One half is zebra print. The other half is pink and blancmange cream, which starts off as a dress and goes into a leg corset. Okay, so I hate it. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I never really use the word hate, so I'm gonna use strongly detest. I strongly detest this. I find that there's no continuity to it. The hair is white and black. I would have totally got it if it was pink and black. And then maybe that would have made a bit more sense to the pink side of the thing. Here's what it is. If the zebra print thing was just an all dress, right, with some nice white shoes or zebra shoes, then the wig would make sense. The makeup is not my favourite either. It's very uneven, which I don't dig. That's not really my thing. I like kind of symmetry. Maybe not on myself, don't judge my makeup, but yeah, I just don't like anything about it. The shoe is nice. And I'm sure that obviously she's going to have so much more to bring. She's got influences from her mum and her aunties, apparently. As she said on a promo video. God bless that family, if this is influences. Maybe she took influence from her mum for half the dress and auntie for the other half of the dress. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm misreading the whole thing wrong. I just don't... I don't understand it. There's no, there's nothing in it that I enjoy. But, girl, you do you and stand by you. For me, this is the biggest mess of the entire cast. Sorry, girl. I hope you do well, but this ain't the one. This is a mess. Gothic Kendall. Look at this skinny bitch. Wow. I mean, those legs, right? I love a stiletto. So the stiletto works, the tights work, the latex bodysuit works, even though I do think it's a little boring. I think it could have jewelry or something, or a corset over the middle to tie it in, maybe. I really dig the jacket. I'm really into the jacket. I love those love hearts all the way through it, with the black and the pink and the red. It's giving me very avant-garde Pink Ladies type thing. I love the hair. I don't know what they call it. It's like the 50s curl, isn't it? That they used to have the 50s curl in their hair at the front. I love that. Love the waves. Love the earrings. The makeup is done. Nails. She's wearing nails. Fuck off, bitch. Wearing nails. I think they're all probably wearing nails, actually. I would as well if I was in the show, but I'm in my house chilling and relaxing, you know. Day by the pool, so I'm not. But yeah, I dig it. Like I said, for me, the only thing I would have had is something to tie in the middle, that gave some reference to the coat. So I probably would have had like a chunky, probably a cincher, but with a big love heart on the front, just to tie in the coat. But yeah, it's yeah, I bless it. Like it, yeah, I dig it. Yeah, it's cute. So bless you, girl. Bless you, Ken, Gothy Kendall. And finally, we get to the end. Something wrong. There she is, the stunning something wrong. I dig it. I mean, I kind of like the, I like everything about it. Well, no I don't. No I don't. I didn't look down. I love the hair. I love the ombre effect on the hair. I love the makeup. She's wearing a breastplate, which I don't do because I'm fat enough to have tits. She looks great. I love the mint coloured coat. I think that's like stunning. And I love the corset as well. I think that's all great. And then you get to her fucking feet. So it's like an orange, I want to say it's like an orange sock in a heel. I don't get that. Like, unless that's part of the shoe. Correct me if I'm wrong down below. Tell me if I'm wrong. Unless that's part of the shoe, I don't really like it. I also don't really like that the shoe wasn't either white or mint green, personally. However, from the heel up, looking good girl. Like, she's a fuller figured queen. She knows what fits her body, clearly. That hair is working for me. The makeup is great. Yeah, like, I have to say, like, come on. There's nothing wrong with this costume. So, apart from the shoe, I'm going to let you have it, girl. You've been blessed. So, my beautiful, beautiful prophets, we've come to the end of the video. Oh, it's so terrible. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had a great time. I've got a few thoughts just before we go. Don't forget as well, please, 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 it helps a girl out. It's not like you give me money or anything. Just make sure you like the video and share it, or even just comment. You can hit the little bell. Bing, bing, bing. You can hit the bell as well, and that will just tell you when I've got new content out as well. But yes, and I will love you forever. Please subscribe. No, that's enough of that. Don't forget as well, I'm on Instagram as the Demigod. That's my handle, THEDEMIGODD. And also on Facebook as well. So if you want to message me, just want to hang out, just want to chat, I'm around. I'm there for you. I'm there for you. So just to sum up though, because obviously the new airing of RuPaul's Drag Race is on October the 3rd with our 10 brand new queens. Again, don't show any, like, this video is meant for fun and fun only. Any shade is in good humour and jest. But to the people out there that obviously don't feel included in the new RuPaul's Drag Race UK, it's okay. Don't take it too seriously straight away. Like, if after 1, 2, 3 seasons there's no, inclusivity, then I totally get it. Like, say something, like, and stand up for it. But, with it being the first one, should we boycott the first one? Probably not. Otherwise, then it takes it away from our TVs and people don't watch it, and we really need the love and support of all communities at the moment. There's been a lot lately of hate crimes within the LGBTQ plus community, and realistically, it is rising. People, people are scared to go into taxis, they're scared to walk down the streets. I mean, we were never a massive community anyway of walking down the street holding hand in hand with each other, but we really should be able to, and unfortunately, drag becoming mainstream, especially after Drag SOS, drag becoming mainstream really pushes our agenda. Like, it really helps us out because it goes in households and it causes discussions, and people will fight for us and people will give us their love and attention and support. So we really need to support any single thing that comes out when it's drag related, or gay related, or cinematography, anyway, whatever. So anything that comes out that has anything to do with the gay agenda, then we need to support it wholeheartedly. That's pretty much all I have to say, really. My top 3, if I had to pick for winning RuPaul's Drag Race UK, let's have a little think. I stan with Davina De Campo. I think she's incredible, and I also think she's already had a lengthy career in drag. She should know, you know, what the shit is with, you know, filming, and you know what producers will expect and what people will want to see and how they will want to view you. So I think she'll be very clever about it, and I think she'll be in the final. I do think that between Blue Hydrangea and it's a toss-up. I think funny-wise and comedy-wise, I would be shocked if Bag of Chips didn't do well, but I know for an absolute certain fact that RuPaul will not enjoy her aesthetic, so I can't see her getting that far, but I would like her to get quite far. My top three, Davina De Campo, I would say Blue Hydrangea, just as a conceptual artist and just because of her looks are really together and really, you know, on point. I would say her, and my girl, the Viv. I think the Vivian, that's quite appropriate, isn't it, to be? The Vivian, I would be very surprised if she wasn't in the final two. So yeah, if I was going to take anyone to the final, I think Davina, Blue, and the Vivian will be my picks. But let me know what you think. Tell me what you think. I want to hear about it. I want to see if you've got the same thoughts as me, if you feel differently about anything that I've said. Comment down below, blah 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 blah. Make it nice, because any bad comments, I'll be coming for you. And trust me, you don't want a 9-inch stiletto stuffed up your what's it. So yeah, send me any messages and whatever. Let's have a kiki about it. Let's have a discussion. Let's try and support everything and everyone. And if you see any of the queens out, don't forget, say hi, support them. And also your local queens. Like, let's be nice. Let's talk to our local queens. Let's make sure that they feel loved and appreciated, because it will be all about the RuPaul's Drag Race girls from October until next year. And they will be going on tour. So don't forget that us girls, me included, we still work. We're still in the clubs. We're still DJing and lip syncing and singing live. So throw us girls some love. Throw you girls some love. But that's it. That's everything. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's been informative. I hope it's given you some insight to the girls and what will be happening on October the 3rd with RuPaul's Drag Race UK. so much to say. Have a great day. I love you all, my little goddesses and gods. So yeah, from your girl, Demi God. Have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Bye for now.